when you look at the front splitter on this car, this piece right here, as you go through inspection, NASCAR makes you start that splitter 4 inches off the ground. But the way it works the most effective on the racetrack, whether it's on the straightaway or the corner, is be right against asphalt. But at a place like Pocono where it's so bumpy, you have it bottoming out. And if you just look right here at these splitter braces, they're not very big. It's very easy to break those splitter braces. So what can you do in a race to get it up off the ground just a little bit? About the only thing that you can do is on a pit stop, the front tire changer can go in there on the front shock, and he can add a little thin spacer right on this shock shaft, and that will just stop the travel of the shock just that much, and that may be all you need to get that splitter up off the ground.
And make the car a lot more comfortable for the driver.
Yeah, you watch the gap in between the splitter as he goes down in the corner here. I mean, it just literally lays down on top of the racetrack, which that's fine. But the problem is when you get down on the bumps, you start jacking on that splitter, and it really upsets the car. And when it upsets the car, it normally shoots it up the racetrack to where it either gets tight, or sometimes it'll even get loose. The last lap through the tunnel turn, 88 car was awfully loose. So that's probably what Larry said. If they can make that happen on a pit stop, would probably help him. You see he's loose again there through turn 2. He's been doing that just about every single time through there. And you listen, you know, it's fun, but when you're driving sideways through the corner like that, you're losing time.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to drive straight off that turn 2 in order to be really fast.
Yeah, these cars, you know, and we talked about it in the beginning, and you've heard so much. Yeah, now he's talking about toe in and stuff like that. But you know the thing is, these cars want to run in one direction, and that's forward. They don't like to be pushed sideways. They don't like to be sideways. Change of position here, and that 31 just keeps coming, just keeps coming, just keeps coming. And that's the way he's been all year long. But you know, these cars want to go in one direction, and you see Kyle Busch make time, and you see some of these guys make time, but not for a long period of time do they make time. They have to adjust their car to run straight up off the corner to be able to put all the power down.
That was Jeff Burton that went around Jeff Gordon for 7th in the running order. His teammate, Jeff Burton's teammate that is, Clint Bowyer, continues to lead 8 laps from halfway at Pocono. Good to have you with us on a Sunday afternoon from the Pocono Raceway. With Kyle Petty, Wally Dallenbach, I'm Adam Alexander. Our entire NASCAR on TNT crew happy to be bringing you live coverage of today's Gillette Fusion ProGlide 500 presented by Target. Clint Bowyer, the race leader. 22 cars on the lead lap. The last of those, Jamie McMurray, but he's in danger of going a lap down.
Now, Jamie's been doing a good job up to this point of keeping him behind him. You know, it's not going to happen forever, but the last 3 or 4 laps, Jamie's been running really a good line, and it's been tough on Bowyer. Bowyer's eventually going to get him. All right, we just did get him. Cleared him in the turn 1. Boy, I'll tell you what, Kyle Busch closed the gap.
And that lead for Bowyer has been anywhere from 1.5 seconds to 2.5 seconds over Kyle Busch, depending on where Bowyer is in relation to lap traffic.
Well, like Kyle was saying earlier, when you're the leader and you come up on a guy you're trying to lap, they just hang you up, they hang you up. Once you get that guy a lap down.
Second caution of the day. The first, a competition caution, came out at lap 15. This one for debris in the tunnel turn. So that advantage for Clint Bowyer is going to go away. And McMurray awarded for his efforts.
Yeah, Kenseth was kind of, I'm sure Kenseth was hoping that McMurray didn't get past because he would have been the lucky dog. But because he just got past, now the one car gets it.
But I'm going to tell you something. He has lapped up to the 21st place guy. That's impressive at a place like this.
Yeah.
At a place like Pocono, that's like saying at Martinsville, I lapped all the way to 5th or 6th place.
Right.
Okay. That's how big a statement that is. I think what the 33 has shown today is a pretty dominating performance so far.
But now we'll see if the 48 can get up there and play.
Yes.
So McMurray, as Wally pointed out, will get the free pass, being the first car 1 lap down. And if you remember, during that cycle of green flag stops about 20 laps ago, his teammate Montoya caught speeding on pit road, dropped from 9th to 18th. He was about the 4th or 5th car in line to go a lap down if the caution had not come out. So Montoya, who was fast early, also gets a little bit of a benefit from this caution.
That's a huge break for Montoya. And he basically just picked up 46 seconds on the leader because of that caution. That's the easiest 46 seconds he'll ever pick up on a leader.
3 laps from halfway. 6 lead changes today among 4 leaders. The most dominant car of them all, no doubt about it, Clint Bowyer. He's led 58 laps this afternoon. And really, other than Denny Hamlin leading 2 laps during green flag pit stops a while ago, Bowyer has been in control of this race since lap 38. Right around 20 laps ago, everyone came in under green. This only the 2nd time today these guys will pit under caution. The first time it happened at lap 17. This time the pit stops happen at lap 98. Pit road is open, and here they come. Ralph?
First one we're going to see stopping is going to be Casey Kane. He's got the first one as they come down pit road. He's been very tight in the front. They told him he can go harder on the splitter if you want to, so they're going to make an air pressure adjustment. 4 tires of fuel, Matt.
The fastest car for that last 10 laps was Bowyer's teammate Harvick. They're making a slight air pressure change while Bowyer, his car too free. They're going to make a wedge adjustment, significant wedge adjustment, Phil.
Matt, Carl Edwards had been a little bit too tight in the center of the corner. The last time they came in, they took a little wedge out. It was a lot better, but he's still a little bit free up off the corner, so they're going to lower the track bar 1 round, Marty.
Several little changes for Kyle Busch. Track bar wedge and air pressure just a little bit loose. They cleaned the grill, and the 18 this time easily will win the race off pit road.
The Gillette Young Guns solid on the pit lane. Kyle Busch wins the battle. Denny Hamlin up a spot to 2nd, and Bowyer, the race leader, dropped back to 3rd. Nothing like winning the pole and having the #1 pit position. You can get off the pit lane quickly, and it works for Kyle Busch. He's the race leader back in a
yeah.
For now.
We've seen them this close together before,
Yeah.
and nobody was smiling.
10 cars took the wave around on that caution. Among them, Kurt Busch, Matt Kenseth, and Brad Keselowski. The restart comes at the halfway point. Lap 100 goes on the board as we go back to green.
Jumping in there, didn't he? Oh,
Yeah.
and he got Bowyer down on the bottom.
3 wide into turn 1.
This is going to be really cool.
3 wide to the tunnel. Oh!
5 wide to the tunnel.
Who wants some of this? Come on, Bowyer. Harvick. Now Harvick shot out of a cannon.
Who's this in 2nd now?
Yeah, how about
Who's
that
at
guy?
48?
Welcome to the party, Jimmy Johnson.
Oh, great move by Harvick right there. That was incredible.
really
man.
cool.
And those guys got 3 wide down in turn 1, which allowed Harvick to get that run down that short chute and just jump to the inside. Those are the moves you make, and you think, man, I wish my car run like this against everybody else all day long, every day.
Harvick, the 5th different leader today. Nice battle in the back part of the top 10. Casey Kane making it 3 wide into turn 1. Logano had to back out of the gas.
There goes Burton, taking a look underneath his teammate. Bowyer's looking around going, what the heck happened?
Those guys are getting a run. Yeah, there's a 31 that got to run up off of turn 1 and use that short chute and used a little bit of the draft to be able to bounce around.
Those drivers that took the wave around, Kurt Busch, Matt Kenseth, David Reagan, Brad Keselowski, they came down pit road here because they were about 20 laps off in regard to fuel and tires.
Well, this place is big enough. You can duck in, and if you can get out fast enough and get up to speed fast enough, you can stay on the lead lap. One of the few places you can get away with it.
One of the few places, and that's what these guys are doing. They're trying to capitalize on that wave around rule to get themselves, you know, as a leader, you work and you get these guys, you know, 20 cars, 23 cars, you get them a lap down, and then they get their lap back, then they pit. Now, they're right in front of you, but remember, they're on new tires now, and now they should be pretty equal. So it's going to be a little bit longer before these leaders run them down and catch them.
Side by side into the tunnel turn.